In today's video, I'm going to be showing, maybe giving people an idea of how efficient these little water misters are. So I'm going to be conducting some tests to see how much heat actually goes in the water by measuring the temperature of the water in a time lapse of about an hour or two. So I bought this thing from House of Hydro, not a sponsor. I bought this with my own money. And I have a dish here that has 32 ounces of water, which is roughly 2 pounds of water. And what I'm going to do is measure. I'm going to take a temperature reading of the water every hour for 2 hours. So the first temperature reading, I'm going to measure the temperature, and then that should give me the BTU per hour multiplied by 2 for the 2 pounds of water. A BTU equals the amount of energy to create 1 pound of water, 1 degree. So I'm going to turn the system on. So we now have it running. And I put this here so that I wouldn't get water everywhere. You see it puts out quite a bit of vapor. And basically I just wanted to do this for fun. I noticed that when I was using this thing that in small quantities of water, it got pretty warm. So I just wanted to do this to see maybe how much energy actually goes into vaporizing the water. So I will come back to you guys in a little bit, and we'll take a temperature reading, and we'll see how it goes from there, and do a little math. So it's been 1 hour, and we're gonna check the temperature. We got 95 degrees. So 95 degrees, which the original one we had about a perfect 70 degrees. So that's about a 25 degree temperature delta. So we end up with, since this is 2 pounds of water instead of 1, it's 1 pound of water, 1 degree. So you multiply the 25 by 2 and you get 50 degrees, 50 BTUs. And I read online that 1 watt will equal about 1 watt is equals about 3.41 BTUs. So let me do the math. So anyway, sorry about that. I had a little bit of a brain lock. Anyway, so I did the calculations, and it looks like we got 50 BTUs, and so you divide that by 3.41, and that will give you 14.5 watts. So the transformer actually says it's 1,000 milliamps at 24 volts, so that's 24 watts. So you got 14.5 divided by 14.5 divided by 24, and that gives you 0.60 something. So it basically 60% of the energy is actually heat. I didn't do this test with any kind of fan or anything on it, as you can see. So it's just kind of sitting in there. So I bet you that the evaporation rate would be a lot higher if there was actual fan blowing across the top of this. And actually, if I stick this in here, which is actually just a thermocouple, this is what I use. This is actually an HVAC meter, so it's pretty accurate. And stick that in there. And turn this on. Oh, messed up my lid. And we're at 97 right now. And if I blow on it, and that is in the water. So you can see it drop down 2 degrees. And you can see it's rising again a little bit. So that concludes my test. I was going to do the 2 hours, but at this point I don't really see a point. I got the 60. I think what I'm going to do is when I get an actual setup going, I'll do it with a fan blowing across the top and see if we can't knock down that 60% by at least 20%, something like that. Well, that concludes my little experiment here. Hope you enjoyed watching, got some information out of this. I really like the House of Hydro mister here, because it comes like with a couple of things. They got the replacement discs, and it's a pretty rugged design. They got replacement discs that come with it. And the water level actually went down a bit because it was a little bit over the line since the hour, and that gives you an idea kind of how much it was at before. So check them out. Their product's pretty good. It's a little bit more expensive, but I do believe I'm paying for quality when I buy this. I mean, they come with a ceramic disc, and you get here a pack of replacements, which is cool. It says 3K to 5K hour. It should last you. And then mine even came with this, which it just floats in there. So if I wanted to put this in a bigger tank, this would actually keep it to the right level, which I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.